We're hearing for the first time from one of the people caught on the camera in a very embarrassing moment. We all remember this at the Coldplay concert. So you probably remember how a tech executive and her CEO boss were caught while they were embracing on a kiss cam. The woman, her name is Kristin Cabot, has now given some interviews telling the New York Times and others that she has gotten death threats after this incident. Adriana Diaz is here with more on the story. Adriana, good morning.
Good morning. So Cabot said that she and her boss, Andy Byron, were married at the time to other people, but both going through separations. She says they were not in a sexual relationship, and actually before that night, they'd never even kissed. Part of her initial panic at the kiss cam came from knowing that her soon-to-be ex-husband was also at the concert. She had no idea it would become a global headline.
Oh, look at these two.
When former HR executive Kristin Cabot was caught with her CEO, Andy Byron, on a kiss cam at a July Coldplay concert, their horrified reaction caught the band's frontman, Chris Martin, by surprise.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
In an interview with the New York Times published Thursday, Cabot says when she saw herself on screen, quote, "I was so embarrassed and so horrified. I'm the head of HR and he's the CEO. It's like so cliche and so bad." One social media video showing the incident garnered 100 million views in a matter of days. The backlash was overwhelming. Cabot says she began receiving 500 to 600 phone calls a day and a total of 50 to 60 death threats. She told the New York Times, quote, "I made a bad decision and had a couple of high noons and danced and acted inappropriately with my boss. I want my kids to know that you can make mistakes and you can really screw up, but you don't have to be threatened to be killed for them." Cabot and Byron both resigned from their positions at tech company Astronomer.
Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days.
The company launched a damage control campaign, releasing a video featuring Gwyneth Paltrow, who's also Chris Martin's ex-wife, making light of the matter. But crisis manager Molly McPherson said that added fuel to the controversy.
This is not only a cautionary tale about two executives from the same company behaving inappropriately in a public setting, but it's also a cautionary tale about companies letting it turn into a viral meme. Astronomer and Byron have not commented on Cabot's interviews. She says that she and Byron have had minimal contact in recent months and that this experience has just rocked her. She and her kids have developed a fear of being in public where strangers would come and admonish her in public places like gas stations, guys. And she says one of the hardest things is that the harshest critics here have been women against her, and all of the people that have come up to her to say something to her have been women who've been critical.
Yeah, I thought the article was, I felt for her. I felt for her back then because you realize that there are a lot of
We said
people.
it at the time that these people have children, so before you jump to conclusions.
There's a ripple effect.
But I love the fact, first I thought, why in the world would she speak up and bring all this stuff up? But I love the message that she's sending. You can make a mistake, you can screw up, but it doesn't mean you have to be threatened.
Yeah.
And that you should be threatened with death. So, hats off to her for speaking up in this way.
Also, let people who live in glass houses, they shouldn't be stones, right? I mean, the point
that part
is so important that everybody's sometimes going through something, and it was unfortunate that it was caught on camera, but everybody knows someone in their lives who has something that they wishes that they didn't do, and they shouldn't be threatened for.
I hear you on. Hey, Vlad, you preaching this morning. Pastor Vlad, you keeping it real, though. No, you are. Adriana, thank you so much.